Hey, no more work. Can I have some? Haha. On my way to work today, I saw an old man standing in the street, shouting in pure desperation. "They stole it! They took everything!" He cried out, his voice cracking in the morning cold. I stopped and asked him, "What? What did they take from you, sir?" He fell silent. For a moment, he didn't move at all. His eyes went blank, staring straight through me. And then, without his lips even moving, I heard his voice hollow. "They took my soul." At Caesar Systems, the hours are long. I'm on Development Team 2A, building an analytical tools. It's a demanding job, and tonight feels especially draining. The office is already empty. Everyone else has gone home, but my team remains. The CEO dropped a last-minute task for us, due in the morning. So we don't have a choice. We have to work. Newbie, are you zoning out? Wayne, Newbie, are you zoning out again? "Oh," says Daniel. "Wayne, we can't talk about the news if you're always spacing out." Mia, he just thinks it's boring. I'm not going to say the names. Lazy. Totally normal. I think so too. No, it's not that. I try to think of a way to explain myself without sounding awkward. I was just thinking about life. Thinking about life? Man, you sound gloomy. Okay, I failed at expressing myself. Not really. I was just daydreaming, you know? I was thinking how grown up I feel lately. Huh? Like, it's as if I've always been an adult. Like I've been working here forever. My mind was just wandering with that kind of stuff. That's burnout talk. I know what you mean. Sometimes the past feels close and far away at the same time. Exactly. I don't feel like I've always been an adult, though. Quite the opposite, actually. It's like I still have the same brain I did when I was a teenager. That sounds more fun. Yeah. Well, I don't have any opinion on that. But what I do have is a topic for our little break. I already know what you're about to bring up, and it's not cool. Why? People dying in terrible ways isn't my idea of entertainment. That catches me off guard. Wait. People dying? What's Wayne talking about? Oh, come on, newbie. Such a cliche for the new guy to be clueless. Haven't you watched the news? He's just messing with you, Daniel. No, I'm serious. You really don't know about the office murders? I've never heard of that. Shit. I guess I've got to tell you then. Daniel, don't believe everything he says. He mixes in a bunch of crap he reads online. Wayne's always like this. Oh, stop ruining the fun, Mia. Otakus love true crime. This is perfect for you and Danny boy. Oh no. You're not as funny as you think you are, Wayne. On the side with Mia being a buzzkill. We're bros. Just get on with it already. The sooner this topic ends, the better. Oh, okay. Let's talk about it then. The office murders. That's just the internet name. The police are still treating each case as an isolated incident. The first case was last month. Normal office, normal guy. I think his name was Robert or something like that. Then out of nowhere, he starts telling a few coworkers that he's been seeing things. Having strange nightmares. Everyone has strange nightmares. Exactly. Especially with work stress. Was he in finance too? Yeah, he was. But that's not important. When I say strange, I mean it. The guy suddenly started saying he was seeing a man in the office, but nobody else ever saw this man he was talking about. Sounds schizophrenic to me. Exactly. Poor man. Yeah, but then came one Friday. Rain was coming down just like tonight. End of the day, people packing up, office almost empty. He gets up from his desk, doesn't say a word, walks into the kitchen and grabs a knife. He comes back and kills 4 people. Man, what the fuck, man? This is sickening. I know, but listen to this. 2 weeks later, another guy, right here in High Note District. Same thing. The guy snaps, attacks his boss in a meeting, kills him. I get it, this is Fortune Harbor. Horrible crimes happen every day here. In High Note, a rich neighborhood? Only in offices? There's a pattern here, dude. There's no pattern in people losing their minds. That's not the end. Earlier this week, it happened again. The strangest one yet. Out of respect for me, I won't go into the gore. Thanks. Same story, normal guy, suddenly snaps, just like the others. When the police finally arrived, he was still alive. Then he started cutting himself, saying, "I have to get the rotten blood out of my body." Fuck. Fortune Harbor really is an incubator for lunatics. It's creepy, I know. Now, here's the part that ties it together. The first guy, Robert. He was locked up in the city's asylum. And last week, people who worked there leaked stuff online. They said that Robert killed himself while he was there. He cut himself open with a plastic spoon. And you know what he said while he did it? "I have to get the rotten blood out of me." What the hell? Enough. Hi, April. Enough of this ridiculous story. All of you should be working. I'm trying to focus. And all I hear is horrific garbage that has nothing to do with our project. We were just talking. Stop. The more you waste time talking, the less you'll get done. Sorry. We don't have time to waste. You even understand the situation we're in? This project is due tomorrow morning. Look at how much is still left. And you're standing around telling ghost stories? Do you know how easy it is to get fired in this company? To them, we're nothing. Replaceable. Is that what you want? Of course not. No. Then work. I'm going to talk to the manager. Either we get an extension or we'll be here all night. These deadlines are insane. They are. But it doesn't matter. We have to do what we can. In the meantime, focus, please. April leaves. Poor April. She's so stressed, and we only made it worse. Being a project lead isn't easy. That's a lot of weight on her shoulders. Isn't that the role you're always dreaming about, Wayne? Yeah, sure, but when it's me, I'll be a mastermind. We'll always have time to tell scary stories. But yeah, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to get everyone chewed out. I just thought those cases were bizarre. What do you think, newbie? It's all connected, right? Nah. You know what? I think people are just getting it. I think people are going insane from exhaustion. The mental effects line up with that kind of thing. The company uses the guy and he doesn't feel rewarded, so he takes it out on others. Perhaps. But if that's the case, why do they mention blood and everything else? That I don't know. When it gets into these nonsense phrases, I always think it's the result of drug use. Drugs? In an office? Sure. Maybe there's a new drug going around and we're the last to know. A story like this in a wealthy district in an office gets far more attention than another junkie overdosing and taking others with them. Similar stories happen all the time. They just don't make the news. True, Sherlock. But even so, the connections are weird. Yeah. Drugs, murders. Why is it that men always end up talking about the most horrible, depressing things? Come on, man, we're just discussing the news. It was more fun when we were just sharing silly legends from when we were kids. This subject really brought me down. Oh, calm down, Mia. It's fine, none of us are using anything strange. And I don't know anyone in the office who looks like they're having a breakdown. We're safe. This whole topic is ridiculous, and speculating about it is even more so. Alright. Well, that's my story for today. I've got to get back to work. Good work. Yo, don't forget to commit your change on the risk engine, please. Yep, it's already waiting for April's approval. Good. Later, folks. Bye. Wayne leaves. Okay, I should get back to work too. I still have a lot to finish on the screens. I think I'll have your design ready to show soon, Daniel. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, I'll get to it. See you later. Mia walks away with her head down. Yeah, no wonder people are losing it in offices these days. Work-life balance in Fortune Harbor is brutal. Caesar's no different. Since I joined a month and a half ago, there hasn't been a single day we left before 11 p.m. At least once a week, some issue blows up and we end up staying until dawn to fix it. Not exactly the dream job, that's for sure. Still, I can't complain too much. For once, I'm surrounded by people who actually have my back. No fake smiles, no competition, just a team trying to survive together. That alone makes the long nights a little easier. Though, if I'm being honest, I wish I wasn't spending my birthday here. But deadlines don't care about dates, and neither does Caesar Systems. So I'll keep my head down and finish the work. Guess that's my celebration this year. I sit down to work, but my mind keeps drifting back to those cases. What drives a person to kill out of nowhere? There has to be something, some trauma that breaks them completely, right? Your life would have to spiral so far out of control that you can't see a way out anymore. But then again, maybe I'm just trying too hard to make sense of it. Some people are simply beyond reason. Tonight the exhaustion finally hits me in full. Too many sleepless nights piled on top of each other. It feels like I'm running on empty. The harder I push, the less I get out of myself. I know the whole team feels the same, even if no one says it out loud. And 01 p.m. I'm exhausted. If I stay like this, I'll end up passing out in this chair. Better grab some coffee. My desk is already full of mugs. I'll just reuse one. Yeah, let's go. The trash can is filled with empty cans. All of them energy drinks, of course. We drink a lot of them here. Mostly because they're free in our office. Drinking them is something you're supposed to do, in a way. Part of Caesar Systems' culture. Feels like my solitude makes the office cozier at night. Outside, lights stretch across row after row of buildings. People like me stuck behind screens until dawn, occasionally pausing to watch the thin rain fall. Well, a good night to all of us. A pile of compliance and policy manuals rest on my desk. I have to review them whenever I can. There are so many rules. The pages seem endless. Just looking at them is enough to wear me out. Oops. I think this mug's been sitting here for over a week. Looks pretty rough and cold. Hot coffee mug. Alright. Time for some birthday coffee. Let's head to the kitchen. No, not yet. My desk is more cluttered than usual thanks to this deadline. It's always like this. Time gets tight. Before I know it, mugs of cold coffee are everywhere. I'll clean up this mess tomorrow, before the other teams get to the office. Cloud? I need coffee. Is there a world where Babylon falls? Bilin. Babylon is a stock. Babylon, the newest venture by the Abyss conglomerate, originated from a small research group at Fortune Harbor Federal University. A talented team of young researchers developed a high-performance energy drink over 5 years during a scientific research program. The patent for this groundbreaking formula was secured and acquired by Abyss, a major Fortune Harbor conglomerate known for its close ties with the government and one of the city's founding angel investors. Today, Abyss has expanded into the beverage market with Babylon, whose prices soared more than 330% since its initial public offering. As the company celebrates its one-year anniversary, Fortune Gazette interviewed Babylon's CEO, Thomas Turb, about the future, innovation, and whether a world exists where Babylon can fall. Fortune Gazette interviewer. Mr. Turb, how was it to structure a company that essentially emerged from university students seeking ways to have more energy for studying? Thomas. I first met the students who created the project through an angel investing program Abyss had launched to scout talent in our major universities. Meeting them was a moment of real insight. I saw their creation, saw its extraordinary effects. The performance boost was undeniable. I tried the energy drink myself, even though it was still experimental. That same night, with the energy it gave me, I designed the entire business model. By 3 a.m., I had the name Babylon. FGI. Babylon. There's been much discussion about this name. Is your goal to create a city in the skies? Thomas. The city in the skies already exists. I was born in it. That's Fortune Harbor, already the largest city-state in the Western world. I choose the name Babylon because, to me, our solutions can be stepping stones to create even greater wonders and groundbreaking societal innovations. FGI. You mentioned solutions in plural. What's next for Babylon? What products can we expect? Thomas. Babylon was born from the creativity and formulas of a brilliant team of 20-year-olds. But the market expertise came from the old guys, the consultants of Abyss. These veterans specialize in chemicals and everything related to water and hydro energy imaginable. Considering our bodies are 70% water, and the most effective way to enhance and transform our brains involves chemistry, I believe the possibilities are endless. Okay, sure dog, the guy knows nothing. FGI, can you give us a hint? Thomas. I like to think that what's even better than having more energy to work is not needing sleep at all. Imagine how many extra hours we'd have. Oh, well, I mean, it's pretty obvious where this is going, huh? FGI, interesting. A liquid capable of eliminating sleep. Thomas, who knows? FGI, the company's stock has increased by 330% in 1 year. What's Babylon doing differently to stand out? Thomas, we genuinely strive for innovation. We're not bound by past conventions. We embrace the fortune philosophy. We create our own future. It's written and doesn't exist yet. Time itself is our greatest fortune, and of course, we value friendship. A few months ago, we partnered with several companies, including big ones in the financial sector, like Caesar Systems, for example. The strategy is simple. We offered unlimited free energy drinks to their employees. With that simple act, our friends improve their performance, and we validate our products of efficacy. Can I read? Do you have data on employee performance improvement? On an individual level, no, because that's a private matter for each company due to management factors. But one thing I can guarantee, every company in this partnership has seen their performance increase by at least 200%. There's a minority in society who want you to fall, pun intended, and are rooting against government-affiliated projects in Fortune Harbor that you are a part of. Is there a scenario where this could happen? That Babylon falls from grace due to political pressure? I don't know. I don't think about those people, nor do I think about such a scenario, to be completely honest. The only thing I have to think about is how hard we're pushing, giving everything we have. So, for a world without Babylon to exist, ours would have to end first. Thomas Turb, CEO of Babylon and president of the Young Founders of Fortune Harbor Foundation, holds degrees in economics and mathematics, and at just 26 years old is the youngest CEO at the Abyss conglomerate. This guy. Blow him up. Report on upcoming storm ignored by government. Violence reaches the city's elite district. This is just the energy drink stuff, right? This is just explanation from the rain. Cat. Whoa! I saw. Oh shit. Wow, I can't help my shitter during the demo. It's fucking dead. No. Well, Halloween. October 12th. We didn't feed the fucking cats. I'm sorry. Well, fuck. To Mia. Hey, Mia. Huh? I should have told Wayne not to talk about that creepy stuff in front of you. I think I let my curiosity get the better of me, and I didn't consider it might make you uncomfortable. Well, it's fine. Wayne can be pretty insistent, too, I understand. and I still let it continue. Sorry about that. It's true that I don't like talking about violent things. But I'm an adult, and I choose to listen to. And I chose to listen too. It's not like you forced me. So, really, it's fine. Next time I promise it won't happen again. Okay. It's really sweet of you. Wait. I'm focused right now, bro. If you've got questions about the project, just ask April. She's in the lobby, I think. If you go now, you'll be able to catch her. She'll probably be in a meeting with the manager soon. Wayne says all this without even looking away from his monitor. I'd better not interrupt him again. Okay, so April's in the lobby. And bother people again. So how's work? Okay-ish. Having trouble? I could help if you want. I turn a little to see what Mia's working on. Wait! She quickly slides in front of her screen and minimizes everything. It's not ready yet. Just until it looks more presentable. You're working on my screen, right? The analysis screen design. Yep. I've got a bunch of ideas in my head, so it's taking time to refine them. I get that. I'm the same way. So much pressure, so many tasks, it's hard to focus. Exactly. You know what I was listening to while doing this? What? My Hot Vampire Assassin Boyfriend original soundtrack. Oh yeah, that anime. Here it comes. Have you watched the new episode? It dropped on Tuesday. Not yet. Oh, it was so good. Yamoka asked for Sakura-san's hand, but not in marriage. She really loves this. She recommended it to me the first week I got here. She even recommended it to the manager. You know why he asked for her hand? To kiss it? Like, formally, since it's a marriage? No! He asked to serve her unconditionally forever, like an eternal powerful vampire. Whoa. So beautiful! But nice. Nice is too weak. He's gorgeous. You know that character, Riku-chan? Isn't he the villain? Nope. He's the sad, depressed best friend. You got his face today. Why don't you grab a little coffee to lift the mood? I was just about to. The synchronicity! Mia's a goof, and here I was thinking she was still down for all that earlier craziness. I'll go get a coffee then, since I look terrible. Hey, I didn't say that. You've just got tired eyes, like Jill vibes. What? What does that mean? What does she mean by that? Your response. Oh, they all suck. Are you saying that I look like a stoner? No. Riku-chan isn't a stoner. He even says in episode 3 he doesn't like drugs. He's just a guy who's given up. Depressed. Dead inside, you know? I wish I didn't know. Well, I'm gonna focus now. See you later. See ya. Mia turns back to her screen and puts her headphones on. A sharp high beat leaks out. Must be the enemy's opening. It's awful. Lobby. Executive area. Access restricted to authorized personnel. CEO's office, director's office, chief financial officer, general manager's office. What a load of crap. This window has a different view. Because of the building's layout, we can see our manager's office from here. The blinds are down, but because the lights are on, you can still see him. The old man paces back and forth, phone glued to his ear. He'll do anything for the CEO. From what I've seen, he basically exists to serve him. But I guess that's how it is. Every executive has to lick someone's boots. But I have to lick his, or at least pretend to. That's how it goes. Whatever the case, he looks pissed. Watching him from here feels strangely entertaining, like I'm some detective spying on another life. Maybe that would have been better. But would have been a better career for me. My triangles, I wonder. Still, I like the colors. They remind me of being a kid, watching movies with houses full of paintings and framed pictures on the walls. I used to envy that so much. This door is the main entrance and exit of the office. It doesn't look like much, but it's basically a vault door. It's built with an intricate anti-burglary system that keeps us extremely secure inside. The only way in or out is with ID cards. I haven't gotten mine yet since I'm still new here, so I've been using visitor vouchers. It's a pain, but at least it works. The office has to be heavily protected since we deal with highly sensitive data about the risks companies face in the market. Everything's confidential, ultra-secret, locked up tight in the server room. It's like we're working inside a vault. And honestly, there's something kind of cool about that. I remember the first time I walked into Caesar. I introduced myself at reception. The security told me to wait, so I sat on the couch. I waited for an hour before anyone came to talk to me. All that time, I just remember feeling this knot in my chest. On one hand, I'd finally landed a huge opportunity, a job after so long being unemployed. But I also knew I was giving something up. That I'd be selling my time to this company. That my time, my life, would no longer fully belong to me, but to them. So I remember savoring that wait, sitting on the couch, just looking around, letting those last moments sink in while my time was still truly my own. April is our senior dev. She's the smartest person here and definitely the most serious. She acts a little strange around me sometimes. When it's just the two of us, I notice her sneaking quick glances my way. It's cute. Oops. Hey April, sorry about earlier. I didn't mean to seem careless about the project. Hi Daniel. It's okay. I only reinforced our responsibilities for everyone's sake. I don't want anyone getting fired. Of course. I know you younger folks tend to take things a bit less seriously. That's normal. Isn't she just a year older than me? It's not cute, but I have to do my part. I'm responsible for this project. Wayne was right. As project lead, all the pressure lands on her. It isn't easy, but I'll do my best to get us through this. As soon as the manager finishes a call in his office, I'll talk to him about the deadline. April looks down and straightens her papers. Your response. Just flirt with fucking everyone. No, don't you think these impossible deadlines are weird, April? Since I got here, every week the deadlines get worse. Was it like this before I joined? Yes, it's been like this for months. The CEO changed how things are run after some reworks and advice from his so-called friends in the industry. Back then he gave all these talks and presentations about fortune philosophy. In the end, it just meant less patience with us and harsher deadlines. Fortune philosophy. Some pseudo-executive jargon. Rambling about we make our own future, or some nonsense like that. Read any economics column and you'll see the same crap. It's strange how corporate people invent fancy terms to feel clever. In the end, it's just about brainwashing us into working more. Exactly. Consider that your lesson as the new guy. At this company, give a hand and they'll take the whole arm. What if we just didn't deliver, and made a case that the deadlines themselves are unreasonable? Of course, I've thought about that. But more likely they just fire us. As bad as the conditions are, there's always someone desperate for a job. Especially here in Fortune Harbor. True. You can't win. The only ones who win are them. April glances towards the executive area. Yeah. Well, this shit is real. Oh, let's go to the executive area. Not available, never mind. Let's go to the office area, and then from the office area I can then move to the kitchen. Can't go to the server room, okay. The rain. I was so buried in my screen I didn't notice it had gotten this heavy. You can barely see the buildings around here. The downpour is really beautiful. It actually makes me feel a bit calmer. Now this one is quite tragic. Huh? I didn't even realize the TV was on. A group of OpenXE employees were discovered dead under what police are calling highly unusual circumstances. Authorities report several disfigured bodies found inside the company's headquarters. The prime suspect is believed to be another OpenXE employee. Reporter Ashley Redfield joins us now with more details. That's right, Leah. Police say they found 24-year-old Travis Dent in a delirious state at the scene. The victim suffered puncture wounds and a massive blood loss. Massive blood loss? Detectives suspect Travis may have stabbed his workers and left them to bleed. What the hell? Sources say he was recently divorced and facing significant debt. Investigators believe stress may have been a factor. Security footage is currently under review. OpenXE has declined to comment while the investigation is ongoing. How sad, Ashley. One thing's for sure, I'd never do something like that to you. Because I'm quite happy today. Rain at the end of the week. We all know what that means. Hot Chocolate Friday here in High Note. I take the remote by the kitchen door and turn the TV off. Yeah. What a load of sensationalist trash. So that was the third office murder Wayne mentioned. No wonder he didn't go into details. What a horrible crime. The guy didn't just rant about needing to drain his own rotten blood or whatever. He actually did the same thing to his victims. Fuck. What the hell? And they're still pushing products right in the middle of the story. Only in this miserable city. The news is always the same. Gruesome crime stories followed by cheerful segments about puppies and fancy food. Truly, the height of journalism. This microwave has been one of my office companions for a while now. I use it to warm up my lunch or to bring a cold coffee back to life. Of course, it's not always pleasant. Sometimes the smell of microwaved eggs lingers for days, and every now and then someone forgets the lid on a dish with sauce, and it explodes all over the place. Thankfully, tonight the kitchen is spotless. I'd be recording, and my throat be getting dry. I grab the coffee pot to pour myself a cup, and notice it's already cold. I was hoping there'd be some fresh coffee waiting for me. Just the old stuff. Alright, no problem. I pour the stale coffee into my mug. This mug, man. I can't help thinking about all the layers of coffee residue built up in there since I never wash it. Maybe that's what gives it flavor. Alright, time to warm this up in the microwave. Birthday coffee only feels cozy when it's burning hot. Damn. Mia was right. I really do look like shit. So this is the face of someone who's hit rock bottom, huh? Well, this coffee better help then. Huh? What was that sound? It came from there. That's weird. Hello? Someone there? Nothing. Maybe someone just dropped something. It didn't sound like it came from this floor. That creeped me out. Alright. Let's just heat up this coffee. I really like the bit about coffee crust on the side of the mug from working too hard. That's life, dog. That's how it be sometimes. Yeah, that's how it be sometimes. I shut my eyes in shock. What the hell was that? What the fuck was that? My first instinct is to press my back against the counter and shield my face. Shaking, I open my eyes. What? No one. There's no one here. The kitchen is empty. Did I just have some kind of exhaustion-induced breakdown? Could have sworn I saw someone else's face behind me. Stay quiet. Not a sound in here. I open the microwave. My coffee mug's still inside, piping hot. I take it out and sip. Alright. Did I just imagine all that? A genuine question, and not having an answer only gives me only makes me more confused. Shit. My heart's pounding. I have to calm down. Yeah. Breathe, Daniel. Breathe. Let's think this through. intrigued. Am I losing my mind? No. Skeptical. Unbelievable I let Wayne's office murder story get to me. Those cases hit me harder than I thought, and the newscast spouting awful details didn't help either. I hate how the media shoves tragedy into our heads, keeping us drowning in miserable what-ifs and nightmare scenarios. No wonder I'm seeing things. I feel like a kid again. There are no ghosts. Nothing's wrong. No one is standing behind me. I stare at the microwave's reflection. The light flickered right then. Easiest thing in the world to imagine seeing something in the dark. Afraid of ghost stories? Ridiculous. Calm down, Daniel. Back to work. It's fine. I take another sip of coffee and feel a little steadier. The hallway's darkness slowly grows, but nothing out of the ordinary shows up. I'd better not keep looking into the dark. The TV remains off. I'd do that too. Yeah, I'll wish this that. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Very nice. Coming to early access. How does maybe it'll be like chapter based or something. Very cool. Very cool. I like me a good reading thing. I like to read. Goodbye. Next.